Again, I'm Chris, and this is Not So Critical Thinking. Now, I happened to turn on the Today Show this morning, and this story was about the boy who wrote one of these books similar to Heaven is for Real. And apparently, this kid had made this whole thing up. The kid was confessing to this and admitting it. And people like Matt Lauer and all them genuinely look surprised. I don't understand it. I don't understand why there was any surprise in this coming out at all. I mean, this whole premise that this fictitious bullshit is possible in the first place goes beyond me. Now, I'm not saying the kid couldn't have experienced something like that, but to attribute it to something that's a physical, real thing, or another dimension, whatever, it's out there. It's pretty far out there, and it's pretty irrational if you ask me. Now, the more likely cause, these near-death experiences, is, you have somebody on their deathbed who is dying, and how rational could the brain possibly be when someone is dying and basically in survival mode? And I'm talking neurons firing all over the place, all sorts of crazy things happening. This is likely the same as somebody being on some sort of drug or hallucinogen, or even something that people like to ignore when looking at the scenario, dreaming. Of course, we dream all kinds of crazy, random shit, and people ignore this. And they act like these things are fucking proof of some sort of afterlife or deity, whatever the case is, and it's irrational. Because, I mean, if you're going to go that far, you might as well attribute every dream that you have to going to heaven. So, every time I fall asleep, I've gone to fucking heaven because I dreamed something weird, or I've gone to wherever I dreamt of. That's just ridiculous. And the thing is, I mean, the likely scenario is the brain is in full survival mode. And it's not trying to have you think rationally or process anything. I mean, your brain is trying to keep your body alive at this point. I mean, it's trying to stay alive. That's the likely scenario. And of course, when you have all sorts of neurons and chemicals and things firing, you're going to see shit. I mean, there's people that have schizophrenia, and they see and hear all sorts of things. It's called hallucination. That is the likely scenario. And you could probably hallucinate for a couple seconds and think it was a fucking eternity. So even under the basis that some kid literally experienced this, it's far more likely that it was just a hallucination. I mean, this isn't even a new idea. It's not a new idea at all, and I'm not saying that it is. But whatever, that's the only thing that I really have to say on this subject. And I'm going back inside where it's warm. I'm getting the fuck out of the woods. Bye.